We've got to turn this mud paddock into what they call a turkey's nest. So what we need to do is there's a line of white pegs with pink ribbon on them all the way around. That's the surveyed bottom of the wall. So the wall has to be 1.5 meters high from ground level here, up 1.5 meters, and that bog hole out there has to be 1.5 meters deep. The wall's going to be from this peg, from the pegs here. The wall's got to come out 6 meters on the base, and at the 1.5 meters tall it'll be 3 meters across at the top. I've started already. We've got to take the grass off the top, so that when you mix the dirt on the dirt, if we leave the grass there, it'll leak through the layer of grass. So we've got to take all the grass off. But being black soil, being very soggy black soil, very slippery, boggy, so it's gently, and as it's going, it's drying out. So behind the bucket there's a hole. We've got to pump in there, just pumping the hole out. And I've already made that wall. There's a tiny little wall way over there, all the way around, and it'll come around and we'll actually make it a wall outside the wall, so that if it rains, at least our hole technically should stay water free, or it won't take next to nothing to pump it out. So that's where we're at. So end of play on day one. Got all the grass stripped off. It's just a matter now of going through and pulling the slop out of the centre. Basically it's about 300 or 400 mil deep. The grey in the middle, just the waterlogged. So we've got to take that out. We just got to throw it out on this edge here, and try and let it dry out a little bit, and then we start digging a hole. Start forming the wall up, and we carry on. Got to get the slop off and the water, so we can get underneath to dry out. And we can dry this stuff out, break it up, because there's different sorts of product in it. Just got to take all the water off. Like this, where we're sitting here now, was slop yesterday, so it dries out pretty quick, so you can see the sand in there. Just got to turn it over, lay it out, get the sun on it, the air in it, and we can continue on through. So this bit here, bit right there now, I did that this morning, and that's already dried out a little bit. You could probably park the excavator on there now. So just a matter of going through and busting it up, getting the water off it, out of it, and we can do something with it later on this afternoon, so that we can continue on. Because I'm sitting in the bottom of the dam now, like, now the dam. This was all slop over there to where I am now was all slop a day and a half ago, so it dries out pretty quick when you get going. Just a matter of going through, cutting it all out, digging it, turning it over. The sloppy stuff's the hard bit to handle because it's like butter that's been in a microwave. It's just very slippery. Just gonna try and pick it up. You don't want to pick too much of it up because then it sticks in the bucket, fills the bucket up, and you can't use you get nothing in the bucket at the end of the day, so you can sort of only put that much in it. At least in the after it slides out without filling too much of the bucket up. Sand there. It's just a matter of turning it around. It's a matter of turning it around. Backwards and forwards. This is the end result of 10 hours of turning mud over. Got a finished product we can use. It's still a little bit wet. It's got to be a little bit wet so we can compress it and pack it to make the wall. A little bit dry so we can mix it all up while we're building the wall. But we're here, and tomorrow we mark all the. So these pegs that are the pegs that are in front of us. They're the outside of the wall. So I just want to get another row of pegs for the inside of the wall, and then I know where the wall's going to be, and we just start building it up bit by bit by bit. Then we put a big compactor wheel on and pack it down, and then we put the bucket back on and build the wall again. Just go round and round in circles until she's finished. So we've cleaned up all the gear on the floor, the slop out of the floor, turned it all, mushed it all up, dried it all out. Now we're making the wall. So we go around and put it down layer by layer, then roll it on, roll it in. So by the time this comes up 1.5 meters, down the bottom in the peg is the 1.5 meter mark, and then we just shape the inside up to the outside, shape all the walls up, and that's her. So the survey pegs here, so there, that one there, that's the base of the wall, the 6 meters of the base, and then we come up the 1.5, which is that peg over here, and we that's the height of the wall. So we just build it up out of that. That's where we're at. I think it's day 3, day 4. So it takes some doing. We're drying the black mud out, it's the big thing. But it's coming together now. And this is what we're doing. The first big shower, right? It's going to make everything very, very slippery, and it's going to fill my hole up with water. You can see it taking shape now. The pool of the water. There's a peg just here. That's the center of the floor. So we just start. So we cut the floor out flat, and then right out against the wall, just there. We take it from there, we go up to the top of the wall. So, starting to take shape now. I'm just building the wall up, slowly, compact it down, put a bit more on it, compact it. There. Coming together quite quickly now. So now we've had the rain, go through and deal with it. So while we let the wall dry out a little bit, the top of the wall, we're going to take some dry material off the bottom because the floor is still relatively dry. Take some dry off, mix it into the water puddle that's at the bottom of the dam, soak all the water up, and then we'll throw that back out onto the floor again to dry out. We can use that later on this afternoon to keep creating our wall, and that way the wall will be still going together wet and everything will gel and join up like normal, kind of like bricks and mortar. You've got to have them wet to make them join together. So at the end of day 5, fighting heavy showers and mud and having to turn it over and dry it out. The mound over here, that's all we've got left. So we've got the wall more than half built. So the top of that mound is right to the height. We've got our floor down here, that's cut out at the right flat. Got our pipe running through the wall. So it's just a matter of throwing all of this product here up onto the wall, compacting it down, lifting it up, compacting it down. And once we've moved this product here up on the wall, then we've got to come from here, and that will go up in a straight angle straight up the top of the wall, and then we just got to do that. So that'll still take us a day or two to do that, a couple of days yet, but we're getting closer. End of day 6. We've got a track right the way around it. The wall was all the way around. The bottom's finished. Pipe over there, he's in. So we've got another layer to go up. So about the same height as this here. So another 300 or 400 mil. Clean all the outside of the fence, clean up the outside of the wall. So put all this rubbish here, pull it up against the wall, use it to make a bit of the wall as well. And there's still a couple of days yet. So we've got to make this wall here, it's got to be 3 meters at the top here yet. So we've got to do a fair amount of cutting yet. And then because it's only 3 meters, where we've track rolled all the way across here, I'm only going to be able to track roll where my tracks are. So I've got to put a pad roller on the excavator, and that'll take some time to roll the wall down. And then we've got to roll all the sides. So a couple of days in finishing it yet, but almost there. This is basically it. The bore here is right outside the bottom of the wall. So we go up the wall. The pipe will be taken on and off so it doesn't get pinched. It'll just get dropped over the edge of the wall into the finished product. Probably spend a couple of hours, maybe a little bit more, using that roller down there, and we'll just push in the centre, just roll the centre in, make it hard where the tracks can't get to. Spend a couple of hours doing that, and that basically is it. Took quite a bit longer than it would have done because of the rain and the mud, but my first dam. There we go. Well, there we go. It's finished. I can leave my swamp. It's pretty cool. Can't see where ground level is. You can't see where the wall starts and where the ground finishes, so we trubbed up pretty good. Not bad at all. and in the bottom, looking all the way around. And this is old mate's pipe. It's just going to gravity feed just the pressure of the weight of the water. This just sits in the bottom of the dam, and it'll just push out and up to where old mate needs it, outside wherever he needs it. So my first complete dam by myself. And now we walk it out through the scrub, back out to the highway at snail's pace. So 3/4 of an hour later I'll be out of the highway.